No. What do we got here? Right on. You have to go check these out. Turn the light on. Alright. Got some tools in the way. Let's get this stuff cleaned up so we can get this stuff unboxed. I want to see what's in these boxes. Early season tackle prep. Just a couple smaller orders. One of them's a little bit bigger order, and the other one is very small order. This one, back in stock stuff is what that was. I got emails saying, "Hey, your skirt material is back in stock." So we know what this one is, but this will be my first unboxing of any kind. And I mean, I used to love watching these videos, so might as well do a couple while we get the season underway, huh, guys? So let's get my awesome, trusty, very broken knife and get this all started. So this one is a rather large amount of what I've got, but I've only got a couple of things. So, as you guys know, I like to tie my own skirts, and for jigs especially, and so we just got a bunch of skirt material. Specifically, we got green pumpkin pepper and rusty craw, which is actually looks a little bit different than what I was using. We'll have to compare it to what I had. Looks like they might have changed. They definitely changed their packaging. It almost looks like it's a little bit quality, better quality skirt material. Yeah. So we got 4 of each. We got 4 of the rusty craw, and then we got some green pumpkin, just your generic green pumpkin. And 4 of the rusty craw. This box is not the interesting box. That's just replenishing stock so we can make sure we don't miss our jig bites. This box, it's got some stuff in it that I've never used, and some stuff that we like to try this year. So let's do it. As you can probably hear, some spinner baits. So you guys have seen me definitely catch them on that guy right there. Honestly, and I'm not sponsored or nothing or pro staff of nobody. This is my honest opinion, paid for by my money. Probably my most favorite spinnerbait at the moment is the Greenfish Tackle High Class half ounce. I would have got a couple 3/4 ounce if they had them in stock, but they didn't have them in stock. So we got just to replenish some of the stuff that we know works and works well. So we got 2 of the bluegill, and what do we got? Silver willow and gold Colorado. I love this spinnerbait in particular, not to get too into it. This spinnerbait in particular because I love throwing trailers on my spinnerbaits, swim bait trailers. It really helps fish commit, I think, in my opinion. And this spinnerbait. Not only is it wire tied skirt, it's got a nice big hook with a bait keeper, so you can get a nice sizable swim bait on the back of that, and it's a good hook. I think it's a good hook. I've never had any issues with it so far. So yes, and then yeah, I thought it was maybe a double layer skirt, or not a double layer skirt, but there is 2 layers there. There you are. And this, again, to reiterate, I'm not sponsored or nothing. This is their high class Willow and Colorado spinnerbait. So if you want a spinnerbait to start with, these is like $7 spinnerbaits, but man, it's worth it. Pond Guys, June, bluegill spawn, great color, great bait. I really love them, and they're a good supporter of the Instagram that we run. This is a new one for me. So we got 2 more spinnerbaits. I've never thrown orange blades. I've never really thrown colored blades, other than your nickel and your gold and stuff like that. So we got 2 gold and orange, in just your run-of-the-mill chartreuse and white for that dirty water. Excited to try these, both in 1/2 ounce. I think that there's a place for them in my fishing, so we're going to try them, and hopefully we get some fish on them. Don't need to take one of those out of the pack. Alright, now the fun stuff. Terminal tackle. I really am a pretty big fan of the VMC spin shots, but they are kind of a pain in the butt to tie up, because it's a swivel in the eye of the hook, and the knot that I tie, well, you got to twist the line, so it's kind of a pain to tie them up. So I thought, let's invest in some G-Finesse swivel shots. As you can see that, oh, you might not be able to see, being that this is just a GoPro, but these are the swivel shots, twist free. They got the swivel in them, but that bottom part of the swivel is just a line clip, like your clip drop shot weights. So that'll make it really nice to just break off real fast and get retied up and everything, changing length of leader and everything like that. So we got 3 packs of those. My biggest suggestion to all you guys ever making an order of anything, especially nowadays when stuff's just never in stock, at the very least, try and buy 2 packs of everything. It's worth it. It really is, because if something really works well and you can't just run down to the store and get it, having an extra pack is a godsend. So, focus in on finesse a little bit. I have yet to really solidify this technique in my fishing. I did a lot when I first started back to fishing. We're going to try it some more this year, because it does have a place when there's those tough days and stuff like that. But weighted wacky hooks. These are the Mustad Ultra Point. I've used them before. I got 3/16 and 1/8 ounce, just because these will probably find most of their use in deeper water. Most of our reservoirs are fairly deep, and then the river that I live very close to, and fishing these along grass edges and current seams and stuff like that, just drifting a wacky worm. I'm excited to try that. So we got 2 packs of each, 1/8 ounce and 3/16 ounce. I don't even know if I can hold these up. There you go. Mustad. Oh, we got 3 packs of each, did we? I guess we got 3 packs of each. It's kind of the fun part about doing a tackle warehouse unboxing, is that a lot of times you kind of forget what you went and got. All right, now hard baits. Something I've never ever done. I've never tried. I've just never done it, and that's throwing a blade bait. So we invested in some Jackal Key Burns, just 1/2 ounce, run of the mill. I don't know nothing about blade baiting, so if you want to throw me some tips, our water never really freezes up. Maybe little ponds here and there might freeze over just a little bit, but nothing enough to walk on. So we're not going to be jigging this through any holes in ice, but try this on the river near me and some of the reservoirs over here, and cleaner water. Early season, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. I'm very curious to see what happens with these baits. I've never thrown them, and everybody says they're kind of idiot baits and mega producers in the wintertime if you can get near them. So again, 2 of each color. We got what do we got? Silver and clear shad. So just your like run-of-the-mill bait fish type color, and a little more maybe dirtier stained watercolor, a little darker, brighter maybe. I don't plan on throwing stuff like this in dirtier water. I feel like I have better baits that I can throw in that dirtier water. So, but we'll have to see. Just never know. Also, a bait that I've really been wanting to try. I had a lot of luck, as you guys saw last year, on the DT6, Rapala DT6. And so we invested more into crankbaits once again. Crankbaits are an addiction, I swear. And we're going to check out the Bill Lewis MR6, Mark Daniels signature crankbait. Really, not only is Mark Daniels an incredible fisherman, but I think these baits have a very special place in anybody's arsenal. I think they're kind of a cross between a balsa bait and not a balsa bait. And because they have a similar profile to a DT6, but they're not balsa, I'm curious. Just curious on these. And when they very first came out, I was very curious to try them. But of course, when stuff comes out, good luck finding it in stock. But for that early season or late fall, I've seen these work. And I want to get more into it, possibly even try and cut out some of my own baits. We got the OG Slim 6 Rapala Ott's Garage. Can't believe I got some of these. They were out of stock for a long time. We got crawdad and perch. A flat-sided crank with a circuit board bill. The more I crankbait, as I continue on this journey of fishing, the more I realize how much balsa means. It means something in fishing, and a lot of people aren't throwing them. Just like the spinnerbait. A lot of people sleep on this thing. It's got a wire and the big old flashy thumping blades, and it just looks god-awful and ugly, and I mean, run the footage, right?
Got him.
It just catches them, especially early spring. But last year we did really good. So here's my thinking here. Last year we did really good at getting on a mid-February spinnerbait bite, and then later in March that jig bite really came in hot. And then obviously finesse is a player throughout most of it. And then, but that spinnerbait and that jig bite held on real good, and then a DT6 bite appeared. And I'm really thinking, hoping, mostly, really thinking and hoping that maybe that late January bite that happens, which I know it does because I know guys who live in my state that catch them in January. This can help us do that. Possibly find the fish to get on them, even if we catch them finesse, but help find them. Same with why we invested in blade baits, is to get on that earlier bite, because I'm telling you right now, it is very true. If the water doesn't freeze up hard, solid, there's fish to be caught, and I am jonesing to find some fish and catch some fish. All right, moving on. The last thing we invested in, as probably foreshadowed by the weightless wacky hooks, or weighted wacky hooks. I have been eyeing up this company for a while now. Brandon Polinick is probably one of my, let's just say I'm a pretty big fan. I watch all his videos. They do a great job, and he's got a great mindset on the water, and I enjoy watching him fish. And X-Zone lures. True center stick. We just got some 2 generic colors. Cinnamon purple, watermelon candy type color. I'm excited to check these out because, as we all know, Senkos are expensive and practically worthless. Yes, they have great action, and I guarantee you there is times that Senkos are the only thing that will get bit. I believe that 100%. Let me put these down as I keep crinkling the packaging. I do believe that. I do believe that at some point, the Gary Yamamoto Senko will be the only thing. You can't beat it. Certain places, there will be a time where it is a legit Senko bite, bar none. But in my experience, that doesn't mean as much as just putting your bait in the right place. The profile means the most. So we're going to try those. I'm excited to try those. They're a 5-inch Senko's type bait. I'm hoping, let's check them out actually. I'm hoping that they're a tougher plastic than the Senko, just because Senkos are so dang expensive. And do I dare say it, but these are mega affordable. $3 a pack or $4 a pack. And they're not bad. They're not bad. Got some toughness to them, but they look good. They feel good. They smell really good. Wow. That does matter when you got fish tracking your bait. It's got that band on the deal. If you can see that. Tells you where true center's at. It's interesting. I'd love to Nico fish or Neko rig some of these. And I just love, I love them so far, and I love how affordable they are. That's the biggest thing. Is you can get a good Senko type bait. We'll have to put them in some water later in the year. Try and maybe get some footage of that. Have them watching them sink and see what kind of action they got. If it's a lot or if it's real nice and subtle, like I'm hoping it is. Because I'm hoping I can use these with the weighted wacky hooks to kind of again perpetuate that earlier bite. So, first Tackle Warehouse unboxing. As you can see, I've spent a few dollars at Tackle Warehouse myself. I'm sure we all have. Just repping the brand. Again, not sponsored by anybody. Paid for with all my money. My own money. Mostly Christmas money. I hope most of you guys get to do the same, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about anything that I showed here, go ahead and just throw it in the comment section, and we'll talk about it there. Hit me up if you have even deeper or more questions about fishing in general on my direct message or DMs on Instagram, BassinNW. We are very, very, very close to 1,000 followers on Instagram. I really appreciate all you guys who follow me on Instagram. You guys are the best. Follow me. Share the page. Share the YouTube channel. My goal for this year, like I say every year probably, is just fish more, film more. And this year, it's happening. 110% it's happening. I'm holding myself to it, and I've got people who are going to hold me to it. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.